this is why.
This is why.
Spoiler alert, guys. This is going to be full spoiler review. We're just going to let you know ahead of time because people were letting me know that I was put on a spoiler review. We didn't say there was going to be spoilers. Of course, it's going to be spoilers. It's a TV show.
Yes.
Okay? Spoiler alert. Anyway, go ahead, Ben.
All right.
Road's yours.
We'll get in. So I'm just going to run through this because I have so many pages here.
Yeah, we can.
So just stop me when you have something to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So we're starting the show. We got a bunch of silent tension, starting with like Sam, Tyrion, going back and forth. You all hear the music, and you know it's like it's on. The only thing that threw me, I don't know why, but I thought this fight was going to take place like during the morning because how Tormund said it was going to be right before dawn. They got there. I figured, okay, like the sun's about to rise, but I think
no. You remember last episode? They said it.
He said right before dawn, but it was like a few hours before dawn. That episode, I mean, unless that episode really just took place in an hour and a half in the Game of Thrones world, then I guess that makes sense. But anyway, so we got the armies in place at the beginning of the episode. It's setting up where all our main heroes are. And then you see Melisandre coming in, which I knew was going to happen.
Yeah, you called that like...
I thought she was going to be bringing an army. She just brought a new fire prayer, I guess, that she went and learned or something.
Well, technically, she just sets people fire for no reason because...
So she sets the Dothraki scimitars on fire.
I'm not gonna lie, I got really hyped at that part.
That's
like, oh shoot, we're about to go down!
And everybody, like, you see even the characters were like, oh, what? She just lit all their swords on fire.
Crazy.
It was so cool. I mean, yeah, one of the best visuals. I mean, there's so many good visuals in this episode, but... yeah, so everybody's hyped because she set all that on fire. Then she goes in to Winterfell, and Davos comes down. You know, her and Sir Davos, they don't get along too well.
No.
But she tells him, "Don't worry about killing me because I'm gonna be dead by the dawn."
Yeah, because she killed the little girl, right? That he was.
She talked Stannis into burning her at the stake, among other things that Sir Davos didn't like.
Real quick, so what did that do anyway? That really didn't do anything, right? She was wrong, like killing the little girl.
Yeah. She was wrong. She said that would deliver the win when he went to take Ramsay on at Winterfell.
And what did
Ramsay destroyed?
Yeah.
And then I think that's when Brienne beheaded Stannis at the she was lined up against the tree a little bit. All right, so now we got the Dothraki charge. They start, they're screaming and blah blah blah, and they run in, led by Ser Jorah and Ghost.
Oh, Ghost! I was so happy to see
him.
I was so happy.
I was really hoping we get a Ghost battle scene.
He really just ran in and
kind of saw him run in, and then we don't see him for the rest of the episode.
No. I thought he died. I was upset.
I mean, until we saw him in the previews for next week, you really didn't know. But there was no way you can't kill Ghost off screen.
No, you can't. You can't kill Ghost off screen.
But again, we get the crazy visual of the fire swords running across the field from the top of the mountain.
Yeah, from Daenerys' perspective.
Daenerys and Jon.
Yeah.
And you just see the flaming swords. It was so good.
That was so good.
And then you just see them run into a wall of the dead.
The lights are just going up.
And then that scene from the front of the rest of the soldiers, and you just see. Like all the little swords, one at a time.
Whoever was the director, who was the lead director, he did a great job.
That visual right there was just like, and you just see everybody's faces like, what just happened? We just lost all the Dothraki.
If you can do an rough estimate of how many people they lost in that one scene.
In that Dothraki, just the Dothraki?
That was all Dothraki? That was the last of them, right?
Just Dothraki.
That was the last of them? There was no other...
And Jorah and Ghost. I think those are the only two that weren't Dothraki in that charge.
What happened to all the female Dothraki? Were they in there?
Probably in the crypt.
They probably died.
But, yeah. They so I think, they only show, a few coming back with Jorah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's probably, a couple. 100.
But that main guy...
You gotta, multiply.
That main guy with the beard, he died.
R.I.P.
Yeah. He was whack anyway.
So they get destroyed. All the lights blink out, which is also another amazing visual. So then Jorah and the Dothraki, and we were assuming Ghost, retreat. You see them jacked up. All the soldiers, Grey Worm and all of them are looking at them like, "What the heck just happened?" And then Dany breaks the plan. They were supposed to wait for the Night King, and she. I mean, I get it though. She was. Those are her peoples, you know.
Danny almost just like wrecked them.
But I get
why,
it.
Danny? Why? Why?
She broke the strategy, but she just watched like 10,000 of her some of her best warriors just get
she probably was upset, but
owned.
But she just lost. I think she lost respect as a queen, though.
30 seconds. But
she lost respect as a queen because she lost her cool.
That's what. That's what a lot of people are saying now.
Sansa stood there until they told her to go inside.
Yeah, I think that was something they were setting up for. What else we got? Danny Brickland.
Technically, she's hot-headed.
So everybody's pretty much just crapping their pants because like they're like, what? They don't even know what happened. They just saw the lights go out. It took like 30 seconds to defeat an entire Dothraki horde.
Question for you: Can she get burned?
Who, Danny? No,
she can't. So why didn't the dragon just like when all those things were attacking? When we get to that part, why didn't he just blow down fire on top of her and just kill everything around her?
Because I don't know if he can.
She can withstand fire completely, right?
Yeah, regular fire. I don't know. Dragon fire might be something else.
She didn't. Okay, that's right. She didn't step in dragon fire when the X came. Right?
I don't know. Yeah. Who knows the rules anymore?
Yeah, we know exactly.
So everybody's like, "What the hell's happening?"
Yeah.
Then you hear the dead just charging. And you don't see anything. God. It's like complete darkness, and you just hear them coming.
The sea of
and
dead.
You're like, what is happening? And then they hit the overhead shot where it looks like they're just running in, and then like when they get right in front of it, you just see it's like a wave.
It's
they're
crazy.
Just on top of each other, like a wave crashing down.
It reminded me of World War Z.
That's exactly what it looked like. A lot of the zombie scenes. Yeah. But so they clash with the front line, and it's just like a shit show. But by some miracle, all our main heroes that were on exactly the front line all survived.
Yeah, I legit was like, when that part was happening, I was like this, oh shit. Like,
that was like
over again.
Plot armor is VP for real because they, thankfully, because they had everybody on the front line except for like literally like Sansa, Tyrion, Varys, Arya.
Even what's the name about the crypts?
Anybody who knew how to use a sword was on that front line.
That's crazy.
But luckily, Danny and Jon show up and they just light it up.
Yep.
So maybe it was a good thing. Maybe if they don't do that, maybe if Danny doesn't break the plan, we lose a couple of MVPs.
Hold the line!
Yes, Brienne was...
Hold the line!
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would have had the nerve to stand there.
The best line so far, like, I know we're going to get to it, but like the best line that gave me goosebumps, even gives me goosebumps now, is when Grey Worm was like, protect the retreat! I was like, oh my god. That was such a great line.
We got Jon and Danny. They see the lieutenants just sitting on the tree line.
Yep.
And they look like they're going to start pushing them, and then the...
Snowstorm.
Night King brings that snowstorm. You don't see the Night King.
He can
hear
control
the
weather.
Dragon. Yeah, he can. Well, he can bring snowstorms.
Yeah.
You don't hear. You hear the dragon. You don't really see him, but you just see that like wall of storm coming down.
Were you watching a surround sound?
Yes.
Okay, so you heard the whole.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Yeah.
Then it shows us quick. Arya telling Sansa, "You gotta go."
Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, go
you ain't doing anything out here. Just go chill in the crypt because you're just gonna be a distraction."
Facts.
Then we see Sam getting attacked. He goes to the ground. It looks like Sam might be getting it. Then Ed comes
and saves his life.
Again. And Ed's staring at him and gets.
Come on, we gotta get.
I was like, Ed, you saved him already. Keep fighting, man. What are you doing?
Yeah, I was so sad when Ed died.
Yeah, Ed had to take an L right there.
That's why I'm like, I get mad when people are like, oh, big people died. I was like, Ed died. That's my dude, bro.
What are you gonna do?
His comedic timing was awesome.
He's like Commander of the Ninth Watch. The Commander of the Ninth was the first one to die.
And the actor had such comedic timing.
He was great. He was
without being funny.
Yeah, they were all good.
Good, yeah, it was really good. On Night's Watch.
Yeah, so Ed died, and that's pretty early in the episode, so you're like... I think you're bracing yourself like, oh man,
shit, it's gonna be a rolling death.
Where do we go from there? Sansa gets to the crypt and meets up with all the other people that are down there. The mains that are down there are Tyrion, Varys, Gilly, and Missandei.
Yep.
Nothing really happens. She just eyes them up. Tyrion's like, yeah, we're drinking. John and Danny are basically flying blind, and then they crash into each other, which was an awesome scene.
Yeah.
Because at first you're like, "Oh crap, that's the
Night King,
the Night King and his dragon," but it was just them two. Like they literally had no idea where they were going. They bumped into each other. Then the people on the ground call the retreat. Grey Worm commands the Unsullied, like you said, to protect the retreat.
Protect the retreat!
Now, I didn't. The first time I watched this, obviously yesterday. I know the second time I watched it was today.
Ben watched it twice. I only watched it once, so Ben has more info.
Some Unsullied apparently did get to retreat. It was hard to tell with all, especially watching it the first time. You're just concerned about the main people. Yeah. But a few Unsullied were able to retreat. That being said, Grey Worm.
Unsullied are the guys with no peepees, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Just want to make
That's how you want to describe them. Grey Worm retreats behind the fire pit and sets off the trap, which basically damns all the Unsullied that were on the other side.
Oh, I felt so bad.
Which was a lot of Unsullied.
I like how he paused though. He was just like, "Fuck."
Yeah, he was like, "Damn, I don't want to do this." But I don't know. I feel like having that emotional tie to Missandei. I feel like if he didn't have that, he stays out there with them. I don't know. That's part of me just feels like that way.
Man, he was really contemplating. I think.
Yeah, I think he was. But
it's like his brothers are dying.
This made me think like Danny's army is basically done. Like she had Dothraki and she had Unsullied. That's all she had.
There was nobody else. I thought she had a third person. Oh, she was gonna pick up some Johnson.
Well, she was gonna. Well, the North is her ally, but that's still technically Jon Sansa's army.
They don't really have any either.
And then the people from the South.
The boat people, right?
No. Those are mostly Navy. Those are mostly the.
Oh, Daenerys had
Iron Fleet.
Daenerys had more people from the South.
Yeah. Wow. Why can't I remember their names right now? The Roses people.
I'm so confused.
Wow. I am blanking.
Well,
the Lady of Roses. Remember the grandma?
Oh yeah, and she dead.
She's dead, but I think those were her only other allies, and then the Dornish, which are also, I mean, their leaders are both gone, so she really doesn't have them as allies either. So and then the Knights of the Vale and all them are part of Sansa. So really, Dany's forces were Unsullied Dothraki. Dothraki are basically a tenth of what they were.
They were like a Thanos snap.
Yeah, the Unsullied. I know a few of them got back in, but I don't know how many. We'll see. I'm sure we'll go over that. I'm sure that'll be in the next episode. But she kind of has no leverage. I mean, she still has a dragon or two. But I don't know. You need an army.
I need a Night King pop figure. He's so awesome.
I want a Night King. I want this one. I want Night King on the dragon.
They have it?
They do. It was like expensive as hell. I think it was like $70.
Oh, yeah, because probably was exclusive or something. Yeah.
All right, what we got? Danny's army's done.
Kate's gonna be watching and be like, "You better not buy that shit."
So all our main characters retreat safely. We don't have to worry about them. Grey Worm, like I said, ditched the Unsullied.
Grey Worm, that's my man.
He set up the trap, and they were trying to ignite it. John and Danny were supposed to ignite it, but they couldn't see the signal. So
they kept
come through Melisandre because she came through.
Before that, remember all the people they kept sending to try to light it.
They kept trying to shoot the arrows, but
not even. Remember the people that were running? Did you see
he were died. They were all getting taken out.
It's so crazy.
So Melisandre came through with the MVP. She did her little prayer, which she had to do it quite a few times because she was like, oh, she looked worried for a second. She was like, oh shit, this ain't gonna work. But she got it. She lit it.
Can I say something real quick? Yeah. The way that it was shot reminded me of Aliens when they're all in that one room and the aliens start surrounding the room and they have no way out. That's that claustrophobia feeling. Yeah. I felt it when they couldn't light the fire. I was like, fudge.
That's what I had. One of the reviews I had watched on the show were saying that they didn't feel immersed into the episode, and I couldn't disagree more.
It's because they're probably working. Because if you didn't have the lights off, and like watching the screen with nothing else around you, you really.
I thought it did a great job of like especially even the scenes that you couldn't like really see. like I felt for me that was like
That's how it
that
was.
like you being in the battle.
Exactly.
Like you can't see anything.
I wonder how many people got accidentally killed by other people.
That's what I always wonder when I watch these damn battle scenes. Like, how do you know who you're... Especially in a battle like this at night. Like, how do you see who you're fighting?
Do they have blue eyes?
They do.
Okay, so maybe that's what...
Yeah, not like the
zombie
the
dead,
White
dead.
Walkers.
Yeah, there's one of the
But
skeletons.
the whites,
right?
yeah, the whites kind of have blue eyes.
I got a question for you, actually. Sorry to cut you
No,
off.
no,
No, so when they kill a zombie, right? Can that zombie be get up again?
Once they get killed by the Dragulas, they're done.
They're not coming back from. Okay, so he can't raise them again. Okay, just want to make sure.
No, yeah, he was just then we get a little bit of the scene between Tyrion and Sansa in the crypt saying how, it would never work for them, but
Yeah.
it was kind of like a fun little break from the action. Nothing really big happened there, though.
Just the guys in the bed. Let me in! Come on, please! Oh! That's just crazy!
Then we get the scene with Theon going to apologize to Bran's like, Theon, not now, Theon. We're in the middle of a battle. Come on.
I'm sorry, Bran.
But Bran's kind of like,
You did
it's
everything.
okay,
Yeah,
you did everything you did got you here,
Yeah,
blah,
that
blah,
was
blah,
awesome.
made you the person you are. So you can see him building up Theon a little bit. Then he wargs into the Ravens, and it was like, it was cool, because you got to see the Night King do his little, magic hands, like.
I know what you're about to say.
But it was like, what did he do?
I thought you were gonna say he should have went to all the wolves and then had them come and
That would
help
have
them.
been dope. But there's only 2 wolves left.
No, did you say one leads a pack?
Oh, Nymeria, yeah. That would have been sick. But, yeah, I don't know. I just thought he was like, all right, I'm going. And then, like, what else did he do after he saw the Night King? That's what I want to know. Because he was there for a long time.
Do you think they forget about Nymeria? You think the producers just forgot?
They might. Because how much the
3 episodes
CGI
left?
budget is crazy.
3 episodes left, maybe.
Yeah, she might show up going down south.
Yeah.
So Bran sees the Night King. We see the Night King do some kind of command. We don't really know what's happening. Then it goes down to the whites in front of the fire that are just standing there, and then you just see one. Boop, just falling. And you see another one. Boop. You're like, oh, shit, what are they? At first, I was like, oh, they're just testing it out to see if it's gonna kill them.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, what? And then you just see more,
Yep,
and then you're like, oh no, they're making a bridge. So they make a bridge of dead bodies so they could just swarm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what? These filmmakers all take from Aliens, bro. Swear to God. Like, I think Aliens influenced a lot of these filmmakers.
I think there was a lot of callbacks in this episode. So I mean, that's just
They killed themselves to use the other person's blood to get through the door or whatever. It's just you can see it, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this. Good filmmakers.
So they're getting ready. They realize what they're doing. And they start getting ready, getting everybody ready on the battlements. And then basically the dead just overrun Winterfell. Like they they just start mobbing up against the wall, just climbing each other to get to the top. And then they just get over, and it's just an all-out fight. It's like everywhere you could look, you're fighting somebody. It was like
I really appreciate the people in the background fighting too. Like, and nobody was just not doing anything.
No, there was so. I mean, it was a mess. It was just there was so much action. You couldn't
God.
You come from one main character to another main character, and they're all just getting mobbed. Then it cuts to the Hound. He's having his panic attack because of the fire. He can't handle it. Then we cut to Arya with her new weapon, and she was wrecking shop.
This just fucking my brain. Is what's his name still alive?
Yeah, they showed him a couple times fighting.
Okay. I don't think I saw him.
Yeah, it's hard to see people in this episode. So Arya's doing work with her new weapon.
That was a great weapon.
I like when Davos, you see Davos coming down the stairs, and he's just watching her like do work on him.
What was Davos doing the whole time?
She turned around, looked at him, and he's like,
what was Davos doing the whole time? Every time I never seen him fight.
He doesn't know how to fight. That's what he always says.
So he was just hiding the whole time?
Survived all these battles, and I don't even know how to fight. He commands like the archers and blah blah blah. Yeah. Then we see Lyanna Stark, and she turns around. The freaking castle giant doors just smash open. A giant comes in and just backhands her.
She's Stark.
No, did I say Stark?
Yeah.
Lyanna Mormont.
Well, I was like, whoa, because she's Stark.
Lyanna Mormont.
Oh,
and he just backhands her into the wall or something. And you're like, oh damn, what happened? I'd be like, oh, she's dead. She's not dead.
She had a lot of screen time.
Yeah, she did for good reason.
Her whole family's dead.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Arya, you see, she tries to jump over a mob and she loses her sword or whatever the weapon was, and then she like bangs her head against the wall. She got like a concussion. She don't know what she's doing. Then she's getting her ass kicked, and then that's when Beric like tries to snap the hound out of him. He's like, "Look, you know,
your little girl's dying."
To her.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do, man?
What are you gonna do?
And then the hound's like, "Okay."
Okay.
Once he saw Arya in danger, he snapped right out of it. He's going to help her.
I got like mad emotional in that part. I was like, oh shoot!
He just has a soft spot for her. And then we come back to Lyanna, and she's like, "I'm taking this giant down," and she runs right at him, and he just grabs her into like a can of Coke, like just. You just heard once you heard that armor just crushing. You're like, no. You just see her. She's a good little actress, man. She sold it.
And about to get eaten.
And then so it looked like he was gonna take a bite of her, which is weird because they don't really eat people. They just.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Do they?
I don't think they eat them. Because
they were biting people, like.
Yeah, they bite them. I think just to kill them, though. I've never seen them eat, but for narrative purposes, he held her close to his face and she just stabbed him right in the eye. And then she went down hard. But it was a great. If you're gonna die, I put in Lyanna's noble end.
When I thought about that, for all the comic book fans out there, it's when when Giant Man in Ultimate Comics found out that the Blob was eating Wasp, and then he just picked him up, the Blob, and he just bit his head off and threw him. It was crazy. But anyway.
Back to this, we get a little dragon fight between the first one was real quick. Like they fly up into the sky.
Yeah.
There's just a little interaction, and
is it weird that John's better with the dragon than Daenerys?
The dragon is doing a little more work, but not in the. I think the first one was more Drogon and Viserion. But it was, like I said, it was real cool. But we do get that shot of them going like above the clouds.
That's what I was waiting for.
That was like. I want that poster on my wall.
Oh my god,
that looks so amazing.
You know what's crazy? That's funny that you said that because when I was watching it, I was like, man, I hope they go above the clouds. I was like, because that makes sense to get over everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought the dragon fight scenes were shot really well. It looked like if you watch any like nature documentary or something, you see like two hawks or eagles fighting each other.
Yep, with the leg,
exactly like they're grabbing each other with their talons and claws, and then
I think if they were to shot fire, it would have been stupid because they both know that it doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that was I thought really well.
And the Night King's up there like this.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. That's what I got that because I was in the second one. I got that note in there. Then we cut from the dragon fight. We get to the library scene with Arya, which reminded me of the Jurassic Park scene with the Raptors.
Oh, yeah, that was just awesome.
I was like, it had that tension, it had that like that horror in it.
Yeah.
We were like, oh man.
So good.
I mean, honestly, I was worried. I thought she was gonna die there. I didn't think she was, but I was like, this could be it for Arya.
You know what it felt like when Walking Dead was good. That's what it felt like.
Yes.
When Walking Dead was good.
Yes.
That's exactly what that felt like.
The tension. It was all tension, suspense. I think they were also setting up the end of the episode here, when they're showing like when she's dipping and dodging and all that.
So you can't hear her.
Quiet as a fucking mouse. Like you didn't hear any footstep, any roll.
Only the blood.
Super exactly, which I think was done to highlight exactly how quiet she was being.
Yeah.
Because they heard a blood drop, but they didn't hear her stepping around and rolling.
They're pretty quiet too.
Yeah,
they were like really quiet.
Basically, hollow bones walking around.
So crazy.
And then as she's going to leave, she shanks that last one in the jaw. That was
awesome.
That one made me nervous though, because she looked shocked. So it was like,
even the zombie was like,
I know. And then, but then you realize, no, she got the zombie. And then
we can say zombie.
Bled out.
We got to say white.
Sorry. And it bled out all over her shoulder.
It was awesome.
I would have thrown up.
And then when she went through the door, oh my god.
Yes, then we get the chase.
You're like
chasing Arya through the hallways, which was like, I know I haven't seen Indiana Jones, but it was, everybody knows that scene of Indiana running from the Rolling Stones.
Yeah,
like,
it was rolling
through the
pool of zombies.
It was like, exactly, it was like through tight hallways. It had that feel to it. Like,
I always thought a wall was going to pop up and stop her.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
But, she runs into the Hound and Barrick.
Yep.
Who are looking for her.
Barrick.
She runs through the door. Barrick saves her from the zombie that's right on top of her.
Those are
that fire sword.
I was like, oh, it's a wrap now for him.
And then he, and then he picks the zombie up. She dips. He gets stabbed with the arrow, but he's still alive. They're all running through. It's basically just a scene of them running through these hallways and fighting off as many as they can.
Did you see the meme? Well, it says hold the door for hold door, and it was what's that guy's name?
Barrick.
Barrick. It's spelled his name or something. It says block the hall or something like that. Block the hall.
Barrick gets stabbed a lot.
Oh my god.
A lot. Somehow he was able to sprint to that door and get through. I don't know. I remember when I was watching it yesterday. I don't know. I was taking my eyes off the screen for 2 seconds, and then he was in the room with them. I was like, he just got stabbed. Like he literally was blocking the hallway and just getting shink. And then somehow he's able to make it. I don't know, but it was a good death scene.
Yeah, it was.
He looked Ari in the eyes, and then he just.
Do you think the Lord of Lights can bring it back over?
No, that was his purpose.
That was his purpose,
and we know why at the end of the episode. Then Melisandre's randomly in that room. She gives her the little kind of prophecy saying, you're going to shut many eyes. She's like, you said I was going to shut many eyes. He's like, yes, brown eyes, green eyes, and blue eyes.
And then she says the line from her old master.
And what do we say? To the god of death? Not today. And then she just walks away. And I was like, wait, what are you doing? I thought she was saying, like, we're going to mess up all these mofos trying to come in through this door right now. And she just you kind of forgot about her, which I liked. Yes, that's what I was when what happened. I was like, I forgot. But yeah, so Ari just walks out on leg, and the Hound even looks like, what just happened? Like,
and the Hound and that girl just stood in that place, right? They stood
I guess I'm assuming the Hound just went to work on them.
Yeah.
Then the whites make it to the Godswood where Bran is. The Ironborn just start going to work with their arrows, like straight up elf style, looking like Legolas over there.
Yeah.
I was like, how are you gonna get all these damn whites with just arrows? But they did it. They fought them off for a long time.
They did.
And then we get the second dragon fight, which was like crazy. Rhaegal and Viserion. Yeah. And you see, their claws, they grab onto there, and they are tearing each other.
The people that don't know who those dragons are, which one's the white one?
Rhaegal is Jon's, and Viserion is that Night King.
Night King's, okay. So one that got his face teared off.
Yes, they're tearing. These guys were, cutting into it. It was.
He's like, you're not my brother. You're not my brother.
It looked amazing. And then
the Night King.
That was the Night King. Like, what are you doing with your damn spear, man? You ain't hitting Jon from.
No, he was like,
these dragons are all over the place.
You look at Mark Sanchez trying to throw the jets.
Honestly, I think they were like showing that he had a spear for what's about to happen. As he's fighting, as Rhaegal and Viserion are fighting, Dany comes in with Drogon, just tackles Viserion and knocks the Night King down to the ground. And then Viserion flies off because he's basically dying. Rhaegal rips his throat out. Rhaegal goes down because he got messed up too. And then you just see Dany on Drogon staring down at the Night King. In the middle of the field, she says Jakara's.
My man was like this.
He just stared at her.
Hold my beer.
She lit him up 100%.
What was it called? Jakara's. She's like, she was so evil. She's like,
she knew it. She's like,
I'm going to get you, motherfucker. Oh, sorry, Chris.
And then Dany wins the battle right there. So. Just kidding.
Right. How about now?
The Night King just stands there, gives her a little smirk, and he's like, "Oh, look what I have here. It's my spear." But Dany was smart this time. She saw him reaching down. She's like, "Oh, you gotta go, Drogon."
Yeah. And real quick, I saw a meme. Well, just with that Dr. Evil thing, it's like she burns him. He stands like this, and she comes to Dr. Evil and goes, how about no?
No. Unbelievable.
I love this show. Go ahead. Keep going.
So he throws his spear, misses
completely.
Danny flies off. Then we get John just looking at the Night King. He's like, "This is it.
This is it. I'm gonna fight him."
He's chasing him down, and everybody knows the Night King knows that John's coming right behind him.
Does he have like sixth sense or something? Like he had a bronze sense?
I don't know. He's
Jesus.
just exactly. Basically, so the Night King stops. We're like, oh, we're about to get this showdown, and then the Night King turns around. And he just puts his arms out. And once he puts it, like, he didn't even put his arms out, he just put them out. And everybody knows, like, no!
Oh, I thought John...
And John sees, because he's seen it before at Hardhome. Yeah. And John just starts booking it.
Yeah.
Trying to get to him before he can raise any dead. Yeah. But brings him up, there's a freaking...
Everybody died.
Around John.
Oh, my God.
I mean, and then that was the scene where we see Lyanna resurrect, we see Ed resurrect.
Yeah.
We
saw your boy from the replacement for Aquaman. What's his name?
The Drogo, the whatever.
Count Drogo's little BITC.
Yeah. He resurrects.
Yeah.
And then that's all we got. Then we just leave John in a circle of death. And at that point, you're like, there's no way they can win this battle.
I didn't notice how many people died until that scene.
So yeah. And that's why I was like, once that happened, I was like, the Night King has to die in this episode.
Yeah, he has to.
There's no way they're winning this battle if he doesn't die.
For 1 second, you thought I was right? I was like, the Night King's going to kill everybody. He's going to murder everybody.
Ooh,
and no, remember what I told you? I was like, the Night King is just going to go there. He's going to kill everybody. And they're going to take his army. He's going to go down.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
I
thought John was dead.
It couldn't happen. Well, that's why I was worried. I was like, damn, John's... Really? But John, he always finds his way out of a tough situation.
It's crazy how he gets out of it.
But then we get a little shot of the lieutenants just marching into Winterfell.
Yep.
Always a badass shot.
No, they look
no matter what you want
they
to
never did anything.
And then they look bad.
They look bad. Oh, man.
So badass.
That's Halloween costumes right there. Being
for sure.
Oh, that's dope.
If you get that makeup right, too,
what?
That's crazy. Then we cut to the crypt, and all the dead people in the crypt start resurrecting. And that's what everybody was wondering last week when you knew the safest place was the crypt and all the women and children were going to be down there by themselves. And everybody was like, oh, shit.
Yep.
Can he do that? Is that part of the rule?
I was waiting for Ned Stark to come out.
Headless Ned to come out.
Headless Ned?
Headless Ned. I feel like they would have done that, but it would have been too...
Is there a mom buried there, too?
I think so.
Why didn't she come back too? I guess
I think they didn't want it. It would have been too cheesy, I think.
So they might have came back and he just didn't see it.
They probably came back, we didn't see it. So then we cut back to John in this circle of death, and then Danny comes out and lights everybody on fire, saves them at the last second.
But before you go further, something just popped in my brain. I think they missed an opportunity. Because I know you just said that it would have been cheesy coming back, but... I think that it would have made Sansa come full circle because she was so scared down there, and her parents came out, and she was the one to kill him. Would have been awesome. I'm just saying.
Well, she has her moment in a little bit. I don't know. I don't think she would have been able to kill her parents again.
I would have. Zombie parents?
I don't know.
You think you could kill your parents? If they were zombies?
I think a lot of people if they were zombies.
Thank you very much. I ain't get bit.
John, all right, we're on there. So John's about to get jumped by all the lights, and Danny saves him, lights him on fire. And he's like, Bran! And instead of her flying him to Bran,
nope.
He just runs, and she's just sitting there on her dragon doing nothing.
She's like, I'm just going to sit here.
I'm just going to sit here. And then, what? All these lights are jumping on that dragon? Like...
Did you see a little stabbing?
Yeah, they were messing Drogon up. But she's
like jail.
in the middle. Drogon gets swarmed by ants on a...
It was crazy.
I don't know what.
Then you're just like...
Yeah, and then so Drogon gets swarmed. He's like, I gotta get out of here. Danny falls.
That's exactly what happened. He was like... F this, go. I'm leaving. I ain't dying today.
Yeah, I'm about to do
Not today.
Flying to get out of this.
Not today.
So Danny is in serious trouble because all the ones that he's flinging off are landing all around her.
Oh my god.
She's about to...
I thought she was dead.
She's about to bite it. And who saves the day? Ser Jorah.
So Jorah. Always Ser Jorah.
Jorah.
Without him, she would have been nothing.
She'd be dead a lot of times.
You know what's messed up? She killed what's his name's father, right? And if it wasn't for him, what's his name? The chubby guy.
Sam.
If it wasn't for Sam, she would never have Ser Jorah there, because he's the one who helped him with this freaking skin disease thing.
Yes. Sure.
Crazy.
Full circle.
Full circle, baby.
Then we get Jon fighting his way to the Godswood going through the gates of Winterfell, and it's like crazy, like Jeddah falling off the battlements, falling through the ceilings, like he couldn't go 2 feet without something falling around him.
That was a nice shot. That continuous shot. Yeah, running with him and everything. Yeah,
the shots of Brienne fighting, Sam fighting, Jaime fighting, Grey Worm fighting.
What's the big dude again? The
Tormund.
Tormund. Yeah,
Tormund
he was on top of the pillar. He was on top of all these bodies, killing
people up. I just love Sam. Was basically just laying on a pile of dead, like, what are you doing, Sam? Stand up! Crazy?
No, I was talking to my friend at work today. I was like, John just walks by. He's like, I'm not helping you today. You're on your own. No.
But John was looking at everybody like, should I help him? No. Should I help him?
No.
Should I help him? No.
I wonder if he would have saw Arya, that he would have helped her.
That's a good question. But she's in ninja mode. Yeah. Nobody knows where Arya is, apparently.
Yeah.
So then we cut to Theon and Ironborn just still doing work, but they run out of arrows. Mm-hmm. They run out of arrows, and all the other Ironborn get worked.
And on top of that scene, that like you don't even like. Did you go back and watch that scene? Yeah. Did you realize how many people were? He was shooting those arrows, but they were just filling in around him the whole time.
Just circling.
Such good production.
Crazy.
So good.
Very.
You don't notice that until you go back and watch.
It was so good.
Oh, so good. Sorry,
no,
I'm so excited about the show. It's so good.
So all the other, it looks like all the other Ironborn are dead. And then Theon's just there with that like pole arm thing, and he's doing work. He's killing everything that comes up to him.
Are they so good with arrows because they're on ships all the time?
Yeah. They're. I think it's a point that they make.
They're so
that
fast.
The Ironborn are very good archers.
Yeah.
They're not very good warriors, but they can shoot an arrow.
Yeah.
The best of them. Where were we? So it shows Theon's just protecting Bran as much as he can. Looks like he's getting pretty tired, but he's got that thing to prove, you know.
Yeah, he does.
Then we cut to Tyrion and Sansa hiding behind that little tomb. It looked like, and they were having their little moment. And then they both pull out their dragon glass blades, and I was just like, what are you guys going to do? Do something stupid. I can't die. And then it just, like, the end of that scene is just Tyrion kissing Sansa's hand, and then you just see him go, and then you're like, and then it just cuts, and it's like, no, Tyrion,
what are you doing?
Don't be stupid. You don't need to be fighting anybody.
He's getting laid, though, by the way.
But we don't know, so we don't, at that point, we don't know what the hell we're going to come back to when we get back to the crypt.
Tristan's definitely getting laid.
Tristan? Tyrion?
Tyrion.
God damn. Where we go?
Sounds about to give him the booty, bro. I'm sorry. She better.
They were eyeing each other up. It was a little interesting there.
He was the best I ever had.
Might be a good
my man.
Good ally type thing going on there.
Yeah.
So Jon's about to get to the Godswood. The Viserion just lands right in that courtyard that's in between him and the Godswood, and Viserion is shooting fire out of his throat.
Yo!
Out of his mouth, his throat.
It was crazy.
There was just blue fire everywhere.
Was it his throat and his face got ripped off?
That
whole section just gone.
You couldn't even see. It was just blue fire. Just coming out of everywhere.
Jon's like, shit! Shit!
And then we get a lot of cuts. So many cuts. We cut to Jorah and Dany fighting off the dead. You see Dany using her. She picked up the dragon glass sword and starts stabbing these dudes.
Yep.
We cut to Tyrion and Sansa apparently doing work down in the
it was crazy.
They were killing people.
Yeah, they were. They were.
So I guess we didn't have to worry about them. Then we get a quick cut of the Night King and the homies.
Yo, Night King and the whole...
Night King
Yo.
and the homies coming around the corner.
That was so dope.
That shot was so good.
Isn't it weird that you were kind of like, kind of rooting for them?
Yeah, I mean, it was
weird. They were so cool.
I want to get to this point after we finish going through the episode, but remind me.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Night King. Then we cut to Bran and Theon, and they know the Night King is right there on the edge of the Godswood.
Yeah.
And staring them both down, and Bran goes, Theon, you're a good man.
That was it.
Thank you.
That was it. That was my
And
boy.
Theon was like,
Sweet.
redemption.
I was
He's crying, and he's like, all right, this is how I go
Did
out.
Bran shed a tear?
No,
Was
definitely
it?
not.
No, right?
No way.
No, right.
Bran don't cry no more. Just runs right at him with that polearm thing he had.
And then he was just like...
Nike just dodged it, snapped it in and just stabbed him with
That's
those.
crazy. He was like...
Yep, no good. No bueno for
good?
No bueno for Theon. And then he just stared
Good
at
job.
him. Yeah, he just stared at him. on
Good
the
job,
ground.
bro.
Terrible.
I was waiting for the guy from Friday to be like, you got knocked off.
That was a great scene.
Yeah. I felt bad for him when Theon was on the floor. He was trying to get up. He can't. Because he stabbed him like right to the right there. You ain't getting up from that. Dragon glass? What?
Can't breathe. Then we get the Night King is walking up to Bran. See that? Then we cut to Jorah and Dany. Jorah takes one right in the chest, right through his armor.
Yo, it was crazy.
I mean, I was like, damn. He didn't even go like, in the soft spot, right through the breastplate. Like,
Jesus.
oh man, Jorah.
But you gotta think about it. The Night King's army is just like they have crazy weapons because they've just been grabbing things up.
Yes, and then the thing is, I don't even think Dany realized Jorah got stabbed.
And I think he got stabbed by a what's it called?
Dothraki?
Dothraki. That's what I think he got stabbed by.
I gotta
I'm gonna rewatch that.
Look at it again. But I like I just said, I just rewatched it. Dany picks Jorah up. And in the scene, it looks like she's like basically uses him
As a shield, yeah.
And she picks him up and then boom,
Yep.
right in the chest. And I was like, damn, Dany.
She's making some choices. You must save your queen.
Like, oh man, he would have done it in a heartbeat, no matter what. He would have died for her, but it looked a little weird. Maybe I'll watch it a third time and I gotta see. But when you watch it the second time, you let me know.
And you know what? It's funny. People were like, "Man, he was the worst friend zoned ever."
Oh.
That was like he's like
so true.
the epitome of friend zone.
It's so bad.
I'll die for
He was
you,
Captain Friend Zone.
Okay.
Then we cut to Jon again, and he's trying so hard.
So hard.
He's trying so hard to get that Godswood and fight the Night King.
I felt his pain, man, because like your brother's over there.
I know you've never seen The Princess Bride, but it reminded me of the scene in The Princess Bride when Inigo is trying to get to the six-fingered man that killed his father. And he's been looking for him his whole life, and he finally got this moment where this is the guy he wanted to kill his entire life. Which is kind of similar with Jon and the Night King. And then he's like, there's a part where the six-fingered man gets through this door and the door gets locked, and Inigo's trying to break this door down. He has like this desperation in his face that just reminded me when I saw Jon like desperately trying to get past this damn dragon. Just had that same, it brought that same emotion out. He was like, man, he's trying so hard. There's nothing he can do. And Jon didn't have Andre the Giant to come bash that door down for him. And then
We have some technical difficulties. I think the dogs didn't like that part.
And then we get back to Night King. He's staring down at Bran. He's reaching back for something behind him, and then you just see Arya's face.
Yo.
Arya's face just coming out of the dark. Well, first you see the one lieutenant just like, what? And then you just see Arya's
his hair just...
And then Night King turned around and grabbed her right by the throat. And at that point, I think everyone collectively shat their pants.
I was like, oh shit!
I think everybody thought this is it. Arya's dead.
No, she's dead. She's crushing his throat.
Then she pull it. She drops the knife, catches it down here, and right in the ribs.
Yo.
And
boosh. Yes.
breaks into a billion pieces.
It was crazy.
And
Terminator 2 style.
that scene, has she done that before? Because when she did that, the knife drop trick, I feel like
She did it before.
either she did it before or somebody showed her.
I think a guy did it before. With her master. The many-faced guy.
Yeah,
Where is he, anyway?
Jacques and Hagar. Anyway,
Where is he, by the
I
way?
think he's still just chill.
Just chilling?
He was like, yeah, she got away, man. She did it. She did her thing. So I think he just gave up following her. And then we don't really get much after that. Bunch of dramatic looks at people. The dragon that was about to light John up, and he just... And we just see White's collapsing, and all the lieutenants collapsing.
Like, oh, they were exploding.
Exploding, yeah, that's right. And then after that, we just get Melisandre walking out.
So the Night King was just made of ice?
I guess so.
They never really explained his origin.
They
didn't make there's no origin for him, right?
Well, he was a human.
How did he become like that, though?
The Children of the Forest created him to help defeat the First Men. And he went out of control. He was a man. That's why, the people who theorized that he was a Targaryen.
That's what I'm thinking. Because he took the fire to the face.
He was invincible to the fire.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But I don't think so. I think that's just a coincidence.
Well, I hope they bring him back in the prequel.
I mean, they established a long time ago that he was...
and then, like, he doesn't get hurt by anything.
He can only be killed by Valyrian steel and dragonglass.
Oh, man. John probably like, damn it, somebody took another death kill from me.
I'm trying to... What was that thing we were talking about before?
We're talking about, with Theon? No. Jon Snow getting his ass whooped?
No.
The episode?
They said to wait till after. Damn it. I know I shouldn't have waited. I always forget this stuff.
We'll come back to you. So let's talk about the ending. The girl, your favorite person?
Melisandre pulls off her magic necklace that keeps her looking young.
Yeah.
And she turns into her old witch self, and Thanos dusted.
That was crazy.
Yes,
oh, man.
Yes, snapped into nothing, and then screen goes black. Episode over.
Yeah, Arya
left to sit there with our emotions.
God, I can't wait to put the memes for you guys so you can see them on the page.
Yeah, I'll put it out. So I'm gonna put a bunch up on.
Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, so people.
The memes were last night were. Arya has had the best 2 meme nights any character has had in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
With the Gendry Arya memes, and then this week with the
Night King. They put her face on Michael Jordan.
She has had a legendary 2 weeks.
Oh my God, it's been awesome. They put her face on Michael Jordan for switching hands. They put her. They put Stephen A. Smith. Arya kills Night King. Braun be like,
It's your face.
Oh God, that was a great episode, man. Yeah. If I could rate it a 20 out of 20, I would. And that was, and like I said, I'll say it again. All those people that doubted this series because the first episodes of character building, like, go jump off a bridge, bro. Like, seriously, it's really not. It was really not serious. Like, oh great, we didn't need any talking in this episode. We didn't need nothing. No. We were all invested in these characters.
No dialogue. Barely any in this episode.
Barely any. Barely. Oh my God. So, I mean, where do they go from here?
They go down.
It's to the south, but they have no army. That's what you're saying, right?
They got a little bit of army. They don't have as much. That's
what you were going to go back to.
The point that was made was Daenerys had overwhelming force before, so she would have fought Cersei. That's why Cersei didn't want her and Jon
together because
teaming up, because she was like, "That's not even a fair fight." So that's why this episode had to happen. The that army had to decimate the Johnny and Dan's army.
Yeah.
Danny and John's army.
Danny and John's army. What'd you say, Donnie?
Johnny and Dan. Danny and John's army. So now it's a little more balanced. We know, what she had, 20,000 with the Golden Company or something like that?
Yep.
I think I said.
Now it's nothing.
So it's no, Cersei's.
Cersei. Oh, yeah. Cersei got too many.
Now. So I think it's going to be either even or they're going to be on the short end.
Well, the dragons, it kind of takes out like a lot of those people because who's going to kill the dragon?
Yeah, that's why I think.
We forgot about that guy that's going to come with the arrow. His what's his name? His best friend.
Brown.
Yeah, he's supposed to come and kill.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do that.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
What do you think he's going to do?
I don't know. I think he's going to be like, yo, this is crazy, man. I had to get out of there. She gave me a bunch of gold and shit. I'm good.
Did she give him the gold already?
I don't know. She said she would. I don't know. I mean, she's Cersei, so.
Yeah, she's like.
She don't keep no promises.
You can't just sleep with the queen. I've earned her sleepness.
No.
Oh man, so
yeah, I mean
that was a great episode.
10 out of 10,
yeah.
Was,
It's so sad. There's only 3 episodes left.
Yeah, that's it. 3 left.
And that's it. And then we'll get the prequel sometime. I don't know when.
Yeah.
So we're doing that. All right. So let's get off the fantasy for a little bit.
Get off.
Let's talk about sports. Sports. I like sports.
Let's go NBA real quick. We got we're in the second round officially in every series. Last one to go through